Meme coins have been the top performing sector in crypto in 2024. We've seen countless stories of everyday people putting, $100 or even a few $1,000s into meme coins and watching them go up like crazy to where they're worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, all 100% verifiable on chain. Now, it's easy to see this type of stuff and think like, man, I just completely missed the boat on memes, or how am I ever going to find another meme coin that's going to yield those types of returns? But what if we are actually just at the beginning of this? What if this can continue to grow to something much bigger? Well, there's one prominent trader that's making massive waves online right now because he's amassed over $100 million in crypto, and he's predicting exactly that we are at the beginning of a meme coin super cycle, that memes can be worth over $1 trillion, and that we are in fact still early. And he also reveals the meme coin that he predicts is going to be the largest. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. I'm going to break all this down in this video today as a blockchain developer myself who works this technology on a daily basis, who's gotten into multiple meme coins early. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below and subscribe. And while there's definitely some good opportunity to make money in meme coins, the absolute best way to make it in this space is to increase your income by becoming a blockchain developer. And I can show you how to do that step by step from start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. All right, so let's get into this. Let's talk about this top trader who's making the rounds online, who's predicting that meme coins are about to enter into a super cycle. Now, obviously, nothing that I'm saying in this video is not financial advice. These are the views of this particular person. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold any cryptocurrency based on this information, and obviously, meme coins are a risky bet. But with that being said, let's look at the main character of this story, who is Morad, who's making the rounds online right now, mostly by his thesis around meme coins. So, who is he? Why should you pay attention? Well, I wanted to bring him on this channel, but I figured I'd go ahead and make this video while people are talking about it. And Morad, if you or one of your associates are watching this video, feel free to reach out. I would love to have you on. But first and foremost, Morad is a crypto OG. He's been in the space since 2013, got seriously involved in 2016, had many successful calls early on with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and has now amassed a net worth of over $100 million in crypto. That's absolutely insane. Now, this definitely came with his fair share of setbacks. He started a fund along the way that blew up during COVID and had to shut it down as a loss. But after taking a break in the space and then coming back and seeing, what was going to be the next wave, that's when he really built a thesis around meme coins, okay? And ever since, he's been investing in meme coins like crazy, recently making over $24 million off of one of his top winners, which I'll talk about here in a minute. Again, this is 100% verifiable on chain. And most recently gave a talk at Token 2049, laying out his meme coin thesis about how meme coins are in a super cycle, how this can become a $1 trillion asset class, and how he reveals his top picks for the upcoming bull run. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to break that down, look at his thesis, look at his top picks, and give you my thoughts on the matter. All right, so let's start off with his thesis about meme coins. Basically, the whole idea is that he believes that meme coins are entering into a super cycle. Basically, in summary, this means that he thinks that meme coins are an asset class that's going to outperform everything else for the next 3 years. And that as an asset class, they're going to reach $1 trillion in market cap or more. So just for reference, that's roughly 50% of the current total crypto market cap right now. And it's about a third of the crypto market at the peak of the last bull run in 2021. Now, obviously, this goes with the assumption that crypto is going to enter in the next leg of the bull market, that financial conditions are beginning to ease, and that as crypto expands to new heights, we'll see certain, coins start to rise with that, including meme coins. However, Morad does not expect that all ships are going to rise with this. He believes that the era of cryptocurrencies all going up in tandem is over, that only the best projects are going to succeed. We'll talk about his criteria and how to find those top projects in a minute. But one really important part of Morad's thesis for meme coins is that they have the ability to bring retail participation back into crypto. And that's really important because that's not really something we've seen much of yet in 2023 or 2024 as crypto's entered into a bull trend. Now, I always have to say retail with air quotes because pretty much everybody watching this video is a retail investor, but what we really mean are the people that only come into crypto, like new people or people only come to crypto during, frothy bull markets. Bitcoin's nearing its all-time high. We haven't seen that yet. You can look at any type of social engagement on something like YouTube. Just go check out a crypto YouTube video. The views are a fraction of what they are back in 2021. And so all the markers point to low retail participation, but meme coins have the power to bring them back for a few reasons. Number one, we've seen evidence of this of like meme stocks back in 2021 prove the appetite for mass retail speculation along with crypto in 2021. Memes are easy to understand and attract people rather than complex crypto projects. And finally, what more fair weather retail investors are most likely to do is whenever they are attracted into the crypto space, they usually are attracted by stories of other people who have made money. And usually people they know, right? So they might see somebody that's like, hey, they work a regular job and they've got a new Tesla parked on their driveway. And they're like, hey man, what's the deal? Like, what's going on there? It's like, yeah, I made all this money off a meme coin. So they're likely to follow that same behavior and also try to go down the rabbit hole to find other meme coins. And that right there is a key catalyst for bringing retail participation back into crypto, which is part of the huge fuel to the fire for sending meme coins into a super cycle. And that continues to snowball. We start to see people like actual legitimate funds start buying meme coins in mass and number just going up. All right, so that's a summary of Morad's meme coin thesis. But before I move on to his top picks for the upcoming cycle, let's talk about how he arrives at those picks, because ultimately what we want to do is learn how to fish, not just catch a fish ourselves. So let's get inside of his head and see how he thinks. So he has a couple simple rules that he follows. So number one is that he wants to invest ultimately in communities, because that's what meme coins are about. There's no tech behind them. It's really about the communities that are formed around the coins, okay? And so part of that means no new meme coins. So if you look on a website like Dex Screener or something like that, you see, thousands of new meme coins hitting the market every single day. So we're not talking about low caps. We're looking at things that have had, multiple months on the market, usually about 6 months with multiple price drawdowns where a lot of the traders have gotten shaken out and the core community just survives. And this also means avoiding, sort of large cap meme coins that have already seen, massive pumps over the multiple billion-dollar valuation at this point. So the whole sweet spot is basically finding mid-cap coins, typically below $1 billion valuations, that have stood the test of time on the market and have had time to create a community around them and a holder base that simply want to see this project succeed. And finally, the big point here to finding real big winners in the meme coin space is to find things that are actually unique. So something that is typically a category leader or even creates a new category, and definitely is not a copycat of another meme coin. So obviously we have some pretty big winners in the dog coin space and the cat coin space. But really the trick is finding something that's new, that's going to have a valuable community around, that's not just a copycat of something else that's already been done. All right, so that's an overview of how he evaluates these projects. Now let's take that framework and see what he's actually chosen as his top picks. So based on the criteria, he said that his top picks for the meme coin supercycle are SPX 6900, Giga, and Popcat. Okay, so obviously this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell in these projects. These are his picks. They don't necessarily reflect my views. But going further, he believes that SPX 6900 will be the top meme coin to rule them all. And he's set a price target of $100 billion for this coin over the coming super cycle. He says this is the number one meme coin that's going to be making millionaires. And to date, he has turned a $300,000 investment in SPX 6900 into $24 million at the time of recording this video. 100% verifiable on chain. And to date in 2024, he has turned a $300,000 investment into over $24 million at the time of recording this video. All right, so let's take a look at the S&P 6900 coin and see if it checks out from the investment thesis that we spoke about earlier. So first of all, let's see, is it even possible for it to hit $100 billion per coin? Well, don't forget, during the last bull run, we saw Dogecoin peak out at about $90 billion per coin. So if we take assumption that crypto cycles get even bigger, okay, that means a meme coin could probably be at least 20% bigger than it was before, which means a meme coin could hit $100 billion. If this one gets enough attention and it fits that criteria, then I guess it is possible for it to reach $100 billion. So why does he predict that this particular coin will be the number one meme coin to rule them all? Well, I'm reading a little bit in between the lines from what he said, but it's got a unique proposition, okay? It's not an animal coin, it's not a dog coin or a personality coin based on one individual person. It appeals to a community of retail and finance, which you've seen a huge appetite for speculation in the past. And that way it's got a much larger total addressable market than people who just like dogs, people who like a certain politician, or people who like some sort of brand. So in terms of his criteria for having a strong community, it's definitely stood the test of time with multiple drawdowns before we see this massive run up. And the community has coalesced around a common, mission of basically trying to flip the S&P 500, which is absolutely insane. But hitting $100 billion would be just a fraction of this goal. All right, so that's an overview of Morad, his meme coin super cycle thesis, and his top picks for the coming months and years. So now, all this sounds great. What are my particular unfiltered thoughts on this matter? So, just quick thoughts off the cuff. Morad's been at this for a very long time. He knows what he's doing. Obviously, he's talking his book in the sense that he's, accumulated all these cryptos and he's, being very loud about them now. That doesn't make it bad or wrong. He's very transparent about this. And if he truly believes in what he's doing, then it all checks out and makes sense. So do I think it's possible for the meme coins to enter into a super cycle, hit these types of price targets that he's talking about? Well, let's maybe break that down a little bit. I think that meme coins are definitely here to stay, okay? I think some will endure and evolve into much higher profile projects with actual utility than what we're seeing currently. I think some meme coins are probably going to perform very well, assuming that crypto does enter into the next phase of the bull market. It's hard to know exactly which ones and how high they will go. So in terms of the price targets he's laid out, I would personally call these price targets ambitious in the sense that, I think the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. I think that we're going to be shocked at how high some of the meme coins actually go. Now, whether they actually reach some of these price targets, we'll just see. But as always, what goes up really fast in crypto, if that does happen, is probably going to crash really hard at some point in the future. And I don't think that meme coins are magically going to be immune from that, even if we do get into a super cycle phase and everybody starts thinking that's the case. So those are my thoughts on the matter, but I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are meme coins going to enter into a super cycle? Has it already started? Are they going to go to insane price levels? What are your top picks? Let me know down in that comment section below. And whenever you're finished leaving your comment, make sure you subscribe to this channel, smash the like button down below. And as always, while there's definitely some good opportunity to make money in meme coins, the absolute best way is to increase your income by becoming a blockchain developer. And I can share how to do that step by step, start to finish, over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You really don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.